So we also checked out another Patron's film this week, Nacho Libre.
Yep. As submitted by Hunter.
Yeah.
Hunter Smith?
It's been a while since... No.
Listen, his Patreon name is just Hunter, so we're going to stick with that.
Holy shit.
It's been a while since I've seen this movie. I am actually not convinced that I've seen it all the way through. I've always enjoyed Jack Black as an actor. I think he, does a very, very good job at acting. I think his comedy shines through. He can really fill the role of the character he's set to be. Somebody take it away. I've lost my train of thought.
Yeah, Jack Black is fucking perfect in this movie. He puts this film on his fucking back and carries it up a mountain.
For sure.
His line delivery for almost every single line is fucking perfect. He delivers it in the exact, whether it's doing silly voices or being serious or speeding up, slowing down, everything he could do to make every line as funny as possible, he does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what did you guys think of Jack Black's performance?
Honestly, I'm the opposite end of the spectrum of both of you guys, apparently. I don't really like Jack Black's comedy style, and whenever I watch a movie with Jack Black in it, it just seems like he's just Jack Black and not even the character he's supposed to be playing, for the most part. Or how he acts, it's always just, this is Jack Black, because he always acts the same in every fucking movie. But maybe that's just my limited, pool of movies I've seen with him in it. So this could just be a bias thing going on here. But yeah, I'm not a really huge fan. I definitely think he didn't do a bad job acting at all, but I'm not a huge fan of that style of comedy.
I mean, yeah, I definitely do think that Jack Black was a standout in this film. They gave basically no other character really anything to them. Even his fucking pal in the movie, we don't fucking know anything about him. Basically,
he's some homeless vagrant. Yeah,
exactly. Basically, all we know is that he likes science. He says he likes science. We don't really know why he likes science, or he doesn't really display that he does really know much about science. He just says that he does, okay?
That's a joke. He's some homeless bum. I think that part's kind of funny.
Guys, the movie is about Nacho Libre. What else do we need to know? I feel like it would have been funny
if they displayed his love for science in some other way other than just saying...
So I try to catch us the Pythagorean theorem to fucking knock somebody out in the ring.
Yeah, exactly. He comes up with some sweet strategies for taking people down. Guys, I don't know, man. I just don't know, dude.
I don't know what you're expecting here. The guy was literally a street rat, and also the fact that the movie is Nacho Libre. It's supposed to be the adventure in which we followed Nacho Libre around and discover how he evolves as a character and how he overcomes his challenges.
No other characters are allowed to have anything else going on.
Well, I think that was very well established in the movie. I don't think it was trying to have any other character evolve and get better in this movie.
He doesn't really go through a character arc, though, does he? He literally just
he does.
Wants to accomplish his goal, and he accomplishes his goal. How did he change as a character?
He learns that
through Jesus Christ, all things are possible.
Yeah, he learns to channel his innermost desires, in this case the desire to wrestle, to channel it to be used to help others instead for his own selfish goals.
That, and he has to realize that trying to follow an idealistic person isn't necessarily the goal, especially when you find out that person wasn't who you thought they were all along. So then he had to find another reason to fight and to wrestle and stuff.
Well, I thought his whole reasoning behind all of this in the first place was just so we could get money to feed these kids.
I mean, that was one of his early on reasons, but no, he just really wanted to wrestle.
I think early on that was just sort of a justification he gave himself, but his truer motivation was he wanted personal acclaim and whatnot.
He was just tired
and then the twist in the movie is him figuring out, I shouldn't do it for the fame or the money or whatever the fuck. I need to do it, to be a servant of God and whatever.
Yeah, he wanted to prove he was more than a friar.
Fun fact: the story of Nacho Libre is actually based off a real person.
Weird.
Whoa.
Yeah, and that person also went on to inspire King from Tekken as well.
Huh?
Really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, he was an actual priest who went and fucking wrestled for money for an orphanage.
Let's go.
Something I found funny in this film is that, they're very explicitly oh, no, you can't fight. Fighting is bad. It's sinful. But he also just blatantly steals things from people.
Yeah.
Like when he's making his costume, he's just robbing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm sure he probably had the intention to pay them back off screen, you know? Just give them some money, like, hey, I stole this from you guys.
We're given no inclination that is his intention.
Listen, man, I'm just trying to give some good context to what may seem as a bad
Tanner,
situation.
You're famous for saying that you hate Napoleon Dynamite. You fucking despise that film, okay?
Yeah, that movie sucks ass.
Now, the overall style of this film is shockingly close to that of Napoleon Dynamite.
That is true.
You know, perhaps the reason for that is because the director of Napoleon Dynamite also directed Nacho Libre. Now, what exactly do you think of that, Tanner?
I will agree that the sense of humor...
It's Jack Black, so it just fixes everything.
No, that I was going to make an actual point, so shut the fuck up.
Ooh.
I agree that the sense of humor is pretty similar in that it's a lot of like it's silly and goofy is the sense of humor. But the humor isn't necessarily the problem I have with Napoleon Dynamite. I don't like how aimless that movie is, whereas Nacho Libre very much does have a plot.
Well, you see, the idea behind Napoleon Dynamite is it's really trying to capture the feel of, like, growing up and living in a small town, you know? And I feel like it does that fairly well, all things considered.
I disagree. But anyway, we're not talking about this movie. Surely nuns aren't allowed to have their ears pierced, right?
I didn't even notice she had her ears pierced, to be completely honest. Probably not, though.
It probably depends, you know? It might just kind of depend on that.
This may have nothing to do with it, but I don't remember ever hearing anything about that from when I was in grade school.
Yeah.
So.
How'd you guys feel about the fight scenes?
I
thought they were
like
silly.
that was like the real standout of the film, honestly. I feel like the choreography for all those was pretty well done.
Why
Yeah, pretty solid slapstick humor in there.
Why did they have Ewoks?
Because it's funny.
Yeah, they look funny.
They just
I like the
rabbit
reoccurring
Ewoks.
thing of Escalito getting his hair ripped out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty...
I will say, though, as far as, like, reoccurring things go, a few too many fart jokes for my liking, personally.
He ate a lot of beans, man. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna eat beans and not have farts? I don't know what you're saying.
A few too many for my liking.
Anyway. Yeah, no. I just think... I think the one point that Tanner made earlier was, you know, the way Jack Black delivered lines. That's kind of where I was going with my... You know, just Jack Black being the way that he is. It's kind of... And, you know, Jackson said he feels the opposite. But I just think of the way that Jack Black can put himself into character and be able to deliver those lines as, you know, they would have been 100% expected. Just in general across any movie that he's ever in. So, I just think Jack Black overall is a very good actor in whatever he does.
I think this is actually, like, out of all of Jack Black's movie roles, I think this is actually the least Jack Black he seems.
Yeah,
like, they don't even have him, they have him sing, you know, like 3 times.
Well, I mean, I guess in that context, I still think there was a lot of portions of which the Jack Blackness seeped through.
Now, guys, I did the research.
Mm-hmm.
A nun can have her ears pierced. It's just depending on, like, what fucking, like, church she goes to
I wasn't,
or whatever.
like I was saying, I wasn't trying to be funny. I legitimately, like, from grade school, don't remember them ever saying you can't have your ears pierced. Plus, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people...
I assumed so.
Yeah. A lot of people in my class had their ears pierced, so that would make sense.
You're in fucking grade school.
Yeah, but it's still Catholicism. I don't...
What?
That's not really the issue that I had there.
What was the issue?
A bunch of grade schoolers had their ears pierced.
Anyway.
You can't stop him from doing it.
He's just gonna bring something up.
I thought we were talking about the religious practice.
No.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Anyway, are we ready for... I do want to shout out the final fight scene of the movie. I thought it was very good.
Mm-hmm.
When the main theme comes in, when he gets up on the top rope and he fucking Superman flies on top of the guy, that was great, very funny.
Dude.
I love that. Yeah, exactly.
Da,
That
da,
part.
da, da.
But yeah, I'm ready to go to the rankings if y'all are.
Whoa.
Alright, Tanner. Let's hear it, dude. How'd you feel about Nacho Libre?
No way.
Don't
Fuck
give
it,
it the
I'm
S
giving it an
tier.
S. I'm giving it an S. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I've done it. It is an S tier movie. I fucking love this film.
I have a funny feeling that you say that. Dylan, how do you feel about it?
It's a good question. I haven't put a lot of thought into this part. Come back to me.
All right, Jackson, you go.
I'm going to sound like an incredible contrarian here. I think this is a C+ movie for me.
Who would have guessed it?
I think a lot of the comedy fell pretty flat for me. It was really childish, goofy fucking humor. I don't really like the fight scenes, honestly, as well. I don't think the choreography was that bad with them, but, like, they're supposed to be goofy. They're not supposed to look like they're actually really fighting. At least that's from, like, what I took from it, because it didn't look like they were actually fighting. It was like some WWE shit, but it didn't really look that good to me. And I didn't really think it was that funny, so it didn't really stick. And I don't know. I don't really like the characters that much. I don't like the motivations behind a lot of things. There were some funny scenes, obviously.
What was the thing you found the funniest, Jackson?
Honestly, I think the funniest scenes for me were the fucking fat chick and the homeless guy in the party.
I was gonna say, I really like
her climbing through the fucking wall hole was pretty hilarious.
I was gonna say, I think that was also the funniest part in the film for me as well. Now, Jackson, if you sound like a contrarian, I'm gonna sound like downright El Diablo himself. I think that this is a C tier film.
Damn.
Absolutely despicable.
Dylan!
Goddamn.
You guys should be ashamed of your fucking selves.
I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was funny. I think Jack Black is a great actor. I don't have a lot of issues with this movie. I think I am going to give this movie an S.
An S.
There we go.
This is a weird one. 2 C's and 2 S's. All right.
Well, it's a C, C+ and 2 S's.
It's probably going to land like an A- or something.
I would have really liked to hear what Dylan's rating would have been if nobody else said anything prior.
You guys had nothing to do with it. I just literally had to formulate my thoughts.
I have a strong feeling that's not true. What's it panning out to here, Jackson?
Your strong feeling can say whatever they want. You're just wrong.
That's averaging out to an A-.